Okay, so over the past year and a half, Fortnite has been through just about 8 seasons, and I mean, there's been quite a few locations that have come and gone. Today, I'm going to be going over some locations that you most likely forgot about in Fortnite. So just warning you, if you're an OG player, you're probably going to get some feelings in this video, and definitely it'll bring back some memories of some of these locations. Before we begin today's video, drop a quick comment down below of your all-time favorite location in Fortnite. Mine is going to be featured in today's video, so let me know if you could guess mine throughout the video. If this video could smash 15,000 likes, I'll definitely make a part 2 to this featuring more locations that you guys probably forgot about. But without further ado, let's begin. So this first location, it was a pretty unknown location till it actually gained popularity through streamers and such, because the loot here was just insane. The place I'm talking about was actually this abandoned town just a little bit north of Pleasant Park. This town was introduced in season 2, and it consisted of literally 5 abandoned houses, but over those 5 houses there were easily 13 to 15 chests that could possibly spawn. Now, this abandoned town was in the game for about 2 seasons. Through seasons 2 and 4 it wasn't touched at all, but in season 5 it randomly disappeared, and halfway through season 5 Epic Games decided to add something back to that spot, which happened to be a soccer field that didn't really have any good loot at all, let's be honest here. Throughout season 2, 3, and 4, this was definitely the place I would land probably a good 80% of the time, just because the loot rate was so high. You could always leave there with a full loadout. You could go straight over to Pleasant Park, clean up there, straight down to Tilted Towers. It was just a perfect run overall, just to get like 20 bomb kill games. Revisiting this location all the way now in season 8, it just breaks my heart to see that it's literally bare. There is nothing here. It is just an empty valley with just part of a racetrack going through it. I really do hope one day though they do end up bringing this or something like this back into the map. Now, this next location is a pretty iconic location that a lot of you guys really do miss. Now, I'm talking about the prison that was just a little bit west of Moisty Mire. Now, this prison was actually in the game since the very start. Since day 1, this prison has been in the bottom corner of the map, and it was surprisingly untouched all the way up till about season 4. When season 4 hit, Epic Games was like, man, we gotta just destroy this place. People love it too much, just like how they destroyed the game by getting rid of health upon kills and mats upon kills, and adding ballers and planes, and getting rid of double pump, and but in season 4 they decided to throw a meteor straight in the center of it, creating a massive mess, just mass destruction. This whole building was just ripped apart in half. You couldn't really even walk through it. Loot wasn't good here anymore. Nobody was landing here anymore because they just totally ruined this location. Now, the prison was sadly removed 1 season later. In season 5, it was replaced by the brand new desert biome, which holds Paradise Palms, a ton of other brand new locations that are pretty popular, it seems. But I mean, ever since this prison has been removed from the game, it seems like everybody just wants a brand new one back. It was a very good location, a lot of fun PvP there, and it totally fit the location perfectly. A quick little side plug, I actually built a block called Paris Penitentiary. It's kind of like an upgraded prison. If you guys want to go watch that, link in the description. Spent a lot of time on that, and all of the support to get it on the block would be great. Now, talking about that bottom corner of the map, this is Moisty Mire. Moisty Mire was a massive location on the map at the time. You could not miss it, and nobody really landed there except those who wanted to run pretty far for the storm through a swamp full of water, which you run basically half the speed at. Like legit, if you were to knock anybody in this biome, you may as well finish them right away. Otherwise, they will literally disappear in the water, and you won't really ever find them or their loot again, because the water would literally cover them up and you can't see a thing. Moisty Mire, although it was pretty far from the storm most of the time and the water was pretty annoying, Moisty Mire had some pretty insane loot. I mean, the middle tree, you would break it, it would give you 300 to 400 wood. That's how crazy that place was. Most of the trees were like that. As well, it spawned 3 to 4 chests just in the middle alone. Moisty Mire also featured a treehouse and many more huts just around the place, which all included chests and obviously an unlimited amount of wood, because literally each tree you get 200 to 300 wood from. Moisty Mire was untouched from season 1 all the way up till season 4, when in season 4 it became basically a massive movie set. and Sally was removed in Season 5 when the brand new desert biome came along, taking away Moisty Mire as well as the prison. Definitely a very iconic location on the map and one missed by many. Now this next location is Flush Factory. Flush Factory was a location that not many people really wanted to land at because it was in the far corner of the map, and literally 60% of the time you won't even have the storm in your favor, so you have a pretty long run just to get in the storm a minute after you really land and loot up. Flush Factory was actually untouched all the way up till Season 7, and many people just looked upon this place. They didn't really even care about it at all, just because of how far it was and how out of the way for its loot that was potentially there. There was only a good maybe 4 to 5 chests around this whole entire area that would spawn at a time, and with all of those chests you don't get many mats unless you want a full inventory of metal after breaking like the whole entire building down. But overall, I have to say this was a very cool location as well, because there were some awesome quests there that you have to go do, and when there was a quest at this specific location, it would just be like havoc. There would be 100 people dropping on that location just to get like the battle pass star, or even open up like 5 to 10 chests at that location for the weekly battle pass challenges. When looking at the map comparisons from Season 6 to Season 7, Fortnite literally added 25% more to the island just to make this snow biome work. I mean, they added so much more just to get Frosty Flights, Polar Peak, Happy Hamlet, all of these islands. They basically replaced Flush Factory to bring people into that bottom corner of the map because they knew it was pretty dead down there. Nobody wanted to land that far. Overall though, it was a very good iconic location that I do miss nowadays. Now this next location was another unmarked location. A lot of you guys may be familiar with it, but if you guys are some OGs, you might know of this, and you might remember some battle pass challenges that occurred here. I'm talking about the house in the far northeast corner of the map that you are actually able to edit basically the entire thing. This house was so special because not only was it unmarked and not many people knew about it in the early days, but you were able to edit literally anything. You could edit the floors, the walls, the stairs, the pyramids. You could literally edit anything on that house, and you can make it adapt to however playstyle you like during each specific fight. Now surprisingly, this house was in the game all the way up till recently, which was Season 8. In Season 8, to kind of fit this scene, they got rid of the house and they made it a little bit of a campsite with literally nothing. Just one chest, 2 tents, a campfire, and that's basically it, because I mean, it's a campsite. Just up the hill from this location though, there's also another structure which spawns a chest and some ammo crates, but definitely nothing near as cool as a house that you could literally edit everything just right off the start. Now this last location, all of you new players to the game who just got into Fortnite within the last couple of seasons, you guys are about to learn something about Loot Lake. Loot Lake wasn't always this massive crater in the ground or this floating island. All the way from Season 1 to Season 6, Loot Lake was basically this lake that had 2 islands. One of the islands included a house and a pretty awesome cave that had a one-way in and one-way out, so if you were to go in there, you better hope no one saw you, otherwise you'd run out and probably get one pumped, or back in the day, double pumped. Sadly though, a cube came along to ruin the day, and it ended up touching the lake after a couple of months. And when this cube touched the lake, it made this lake turn purple, but the special thing about it was whenever you touch the lake, you continuously bounce. Now this bounce house slowly faded away, and when it was gone, the cube ended up rising from the ground, picking up the house and the island that it stood on, floating it into the air, creating a massive tornado which would blow you up into the sky. You could land at the house, go through the cave just like normal, and eventually the cube exploded, creating Loot Lake to be what it is now. Luckily though, the houses, the island with the little campfire, and even surprisingly the dock and the little barn right on the edge of it, most of these locations were untouched by the explosions and are still the exact same from Season 1. Loot Lake is definitely my favorite location to land now, but back in the day, I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't a massive fan landing there. Anyways guys, that's gonna wrap it up for today's episode. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, make sure to leave a like and also subscribe if you are new to the channel. If we could hit 15,000 likes on today's video, I will make a part 2 to this featuring many more locations that you guys probably thought I was going to feature in today's video. Anyways guys, drop a like, subscribe if you are new, turn on post notifications to be notified whenever I upload or do go live, and I'll see you guys next time.